India Inc. has decided to throw its weight firmly behind RBI Governor Raghuram Rajan in the one-eyed debate. A day after the finance minister's retort to the RBI governor's statements, ET Now posed the question to some of the top corporates. The response was an overwhelming support, or restrained cheer actually, as opposed to over-chest thumping for India's recent economic performance.
And just as Rajan explained, the Indian economy has to grow at a rapid rate for several years before the difference can be felt by the common man. Even corporate India seems to believe there is little reason for euphoria right now. Let's take you through what Rajan said and then the reactions from corporate India.
Team Modi may be upbeat about the India shining story, but RBI Governor Raghuram Rajan has a word of caution.
As a central banker who has to be pragmatic, I cannot get euphoric if India is the fastest growing large economy. Our current growth certainly reflects the hard work of the government and the people of the country. But we have to repeat this performance for the next 20 years before we can give every Indian a decent livelihood. Speakers have to be more careful with words and not be gratuitously offensive. At the same time, listeners should not look for insults everywhere and should place words in context so as to understand intent. In other words, for effective communication and debate, rather than the angry exchanges past one another that we see on some TV shows, we need both respect and tolerance.
Rajan's comments come even as Finance Minister Arun Jaitley says India has every reason to celebrate, growing at 7.5% consistently.
We are fairly determined to continue the reform program, and once progressive steps like the bankruptcy law, the GST, etc. are implemented, I think it can create a favorable environment in the general body of investors as far as India is concerned, increase economic activity in India, and certainly help us.
In fact, it was RBI Governor who started the fire. Speaking in Washington last week, Rajan said, and I quote, "I think we still have to get to a place where we feel satisfied. We have the saying, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. We are a little bit that way," unquote. Rajan's comments created a flutter with Modi's top ministers hitting out at him, some even questioning the timing and the intention.
I may not be happy with the choice of his words, but I think whatever action is being taken by this government is showing results. And in an earlier statement, he had mentioned very clearly that India is on a cusp of a revolution. So with all this said, if only a different metaphor was used to say whatever he wanted to say, it would have gone down better.
But Rajan is clearly in no mood to take it lying down. Invoking the Mahatma, Rajan says one should not look for insults everywhere and rather try to understand the inherent meaning and the context. Team Modi may have missed the message, but looks like India Inc. is quite in agreement. With Utkarsh Chaturvedi, this is Sriram Iyer for ET Now, Mumbai.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.